Hey everyone, it's Kate, and it's been a while since I've done one of these. If you didn't notice, I didn't do a PMS in September for personal reasons. There was a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I just wasn't up to filming it. But I'm back, and hopefully better than ever. October was really good. The first bit of October wasn't so great, and that's why I don't have much footage from this month. But Bufferfest was such a wonderful experience. It reminded me why I love doing what I love to do, and it definitely inspired me to try 10,000 times harder with my YouTube videos. So let's just get right into it, and we start on Friday night of Bufferfest. Bufferfest day 1.
For Kate's vlog? I don't buy it.
Hey Kate's PMS viewers, I hope that pretentious monthly scrapbook is going really good. And my tits currently really hurt, so I'm currently experiencing PMS. The period is due any minute. Maybe it'll happen on this carpet.
It'll blend in. It'll blend in.
There you go.
I'm going to introduce a video now that I have seen, and I say that it is a really lovely, beautiful video, not just because she's my girlfriend. It is genuinely a really, really lovely video, and I'm incredibly proud of her. So enjoy this thing by Savannah Brown.
Yeah. And I love YouTube as a whole. I love the community. This is American money. Have you seen the exchange rates?
Yeah, but Brexit happened, so this money is worth a lot to me right now.
I love YouTube. I love the community that YouTube creates. I love Buffer Festival. And I love Andrea Russet, so enjoy this next video.
Thank you.
We're at Buffer! I'm surrounded by people that are way more famous than me.
Oh my god, I saw Savannah Brown there.
She walked like right past me.
Yeah. But like, this is like, I'm really intimidated because I'm like walking and I was like, oh, there's Hannah Wynn. Oh,
Yeah.
there's Keely King. Oh, there's Timothy DeLuca. Like, I think he pissed me. Like, that was
Like crazy.
like my wife's visiting. You're like, Kate's like shaking.
I'm shivering.
You were wondering why the camera's like, it looks like it's going through an earthquake. So much taller than both of you, so it's like just my. We're like the same height. Wait, me and Kate are actually the same person, separated by word.
Yeah, we are. After a wonderful day 1 of Bufferfest, I went home and then went back for day 2. And on day 2, I spent some more time with my friends Chloe and Anna, and we went to a screening called the Woman of YouTube screening. I decided to include some of the highlights that I thought just made it amazing.
We're waiting to get into the Woman of YouTube.
So you just ran here and
Unnecessarily.
We got in.
yeah, we're waiting for the Women of YouTube panel right now, and this is really exciting, and I'm really excited. I don't know what to say.
Wow.
That was really eloquent.
We lost Anna somewhere up there. I don't know where.
Those side.
We're really close. Like,
I mean, like, I think that, yeah, you can see we're pretty close.
we're close.
So it's gonna be a good time. Hope I make eye contact with Savannah Brown.
The video is only about 3 minutes long and it started halfway through again. Yeah, it was. Why? Someone's bopping around. I don't know what they're bopping about, but yeah, it's a poem about. I mean, I guess you saw the last half of it, but it's sort of about the idea of soulmates and having someone who you're meant to be with, and how I don't necessarily subscribe to that belief, but I still believe that there's something about love that's very special, obviously. And you can sort of create your own meaning to make it that sort of 1 in a million thing that everyone always talks about. But yeah, that's what it's meant to be about, but that sort of just seemed like I was talking about moths. But, dear Buffer, could we please play all of the videos from now on, please? I'm sure that it's
usually just horror and gore and blood and guts, and I'm so much more comfortable with that shit. It's like feelings. It's like, look at me all exposed and raw and vulnerable. Thank you, darling. I feel I'm sitting next to like the fucking poetess goddess of the world, and I'm like, I've never got enough. We all have our shit, we all have anxiety, we all have like depression. I realized I was talking to someone earlier and I was like, yeah, I'm having a mental breakdown. She's like, yeah, me too. I'm like, we're not fucking special. Like, the fact that you're saying, like, you think, oh, I'm so special, I'm so sad and deep, and like, no one gets it, everyone's fucked. You come to Buffer, or you have Christmas Day or New Year's or whatever, and those are occasions where you're like, I should be happy today. It's my birthday, I should be happy today. And then you get sad because you're chasing it and it doesn't happen. So yeah, that's what it came out of, just kind of things like sitting looking at my photo wall in my room or going through my footage, and I realized, yeah, you don't see it happen, but suddenly happiness is just there, and you can't keep it. It's really fleeting. You can keep all the other shit and carry around like luggage, it's great, but you don't seem to keep a bag with happy in. So that was just a little reminder to everyone that it is there. Go back through your photos and go back through your videos or whatever of your life, and you'll realize that you see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like I like when I like my shit.
Do you have any advice for creators who want to talk about feminism but are scared because of the misogynistic community on YouTube?
Did you all hear that question?
The question is, do we have any advice for creators who want to talk about feminism but are afraid to because of misogynistic dickheads online? She didn't say dickheads.
I was gonna say, there's like an amazing community. Like, look at us. Like, we literally are an entire like panel of ladies. Like, I think there's like a totally terrible undercurrent of like misogynistic, meninist assholes. But I think now more than ever, I've seen such a huge wave of like amazing female representation online.
I think it can be a terrifying thing, especially if you're just starting out and you want to make videos about feminism, because I think we're all quite lucky in that we've got our core audiences, and I know that if I put up a video about feminism, then like the majority of people that will watch it like kind of already agree with me or like know what to expect from my content, and would genuinely be quite nice. And then usually it's like 3 days after a video gets uploaded that the nasties might come. But if you're just starting out and you haven't like garnered that safe space that you want to create yet, then it's completely unpredictable of where that video is going to get shown, what circles it's going to like make its way around.
Here's the best piece of advice I can give you. Block, ban, done.
I think it's really important to realize that the internet is not a safe space. It will never be a safe space. There will always be somebody who disagrees with you, and unfortunately, whenever it comes to topics that are controversial, they often violently disagree with you and use like offensive rhetoric and things like that. So you have to build up a really thick skin and be able to handle that type of thing. I know you said your audience is mostly women. Mine is mostly men. My audience is around 85% male. So anytime I ever make any kind of video on feminism to any degree, I've done several videos on women's rights, because I'll talk about fighting for, I'm very pro-choice and things of that sort, and I discuss birth control methods and things like that. And anytime I mention anything, even if it's like extremely reasonable in my opinion, I get tons of guys calling me a feminazi and things like that, and you have to just be prepared for that kind of thing, because no matter how balanced you are, no matter how reasonable you are online, there will always be that troll comment. But keep in mind that a lot of people who really do agree with you are not going to leave a comment. Always the people who are mean and nasty and have something that they want to say to get under your skin, those are the comments that you're going to see. But just remember that the majority of people probably are on your side. So don't let it get you down, because there are a lot of people that you can help, and that's important.
I ended up liking day 1 and 2 of Bufferfest so much that I went back on day 3 by myself because none of my friends were available to go. And I went to see a screening Q&A type thing from Hazel Hayes. I also went to a panel, but I decided not to film at that one. So here's just a clip of something that Hazel said that I really liked at that screening.
So yeah, I think it's really important to me. I'm very sentimental, I'm very nostalgic. It's important to me to remember the good times. But yeah, I think as I started to make it, it could have been something that I just, and a lot of people do this, you just write in your diary, or you just write a poem, or maybe you send an email to a friend. And I think whenever I do make anything, I try
and address it to someone in my head. Maybe it's my future self or my past self or whatever, but I try and think like I'm talking to one person.
After a wonderful weekend at Bufferfest, I went to school for 4 days, and then we went on a 3-day trip to Ottawa to check out Carleton University. And I didn't get to film it all there, but the campus is amazing and I love it. And then I did film a bit as we were walking around Ottawa, so here's just a little montage of some of the things that we saw there. It's so beautiful and I love it. October was a little bit of a roller coaster, but in the end, I'm really glad for the memories that I've made. And now in November, as I'm filming this, I know that things do get better, and the things in your life that maybe aren't so good right now will not bother you forever. And that's something that was really nice for me to learn. I also learned a lot about filmmaking and YouTube videos, and I was really glad to do that because I have been in a bit of a creative slump lately for many reasons, and Bufferfest just reminded me that I do this because I love it and because it's fun, and it shouldn't be stressful or a burden or anything, and I don't have to worry about what other people think about my videos because they're mine, and if they don't want to be on my channel, then they don't have to. It was a really amazing experience to get to be surrounded by so many creators like myself, or ones that are more or less famous. I know I'm not famous at all. That has been October, and I'll see you again for November, which will hopefully be even better. Thank you very much for watching.